Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Milatus. I'm from TBI 6th semester. Here I will explain about language variation. Language variation are the varieties of language that exist as a result of speech communities that have many or different social backgrounds. Language variation arises because of the diversity of language used by the spoken community. The use of variations can increase if the language is used by a very large number of speakers and in a very wide area or place. According to Suito in Luciana, 2019, language variation is a type of language whose use is adapted to the function and problem without ignoring the basic rules that apply in the language concerned. According to Kridalaksana, language variation is a concept that includes language variables and variants. Language variables are units that have at least two variations chosen by speakers depending on factors such as gender, age, social status, and situation. Meanwhile, according to Fitriani, language variation they carry out are meanwhile, according to Fitriani, language variation occur because the social interaction activities they carry out are very diverse. Based on this expert opinion, it can be concluded that language variation is a variety of language whose use or use is based on its function and situation. Language function. Meanwhile, according to Holiday in Fitriani 2017, the function of language are as follow. Number one, personal, namely language function to express attitude towards what is spoken. Number two, regulatory, namely regulating listener behavior. In this function, it not only makes the listener do something, act or say, but carry out activities that are in accordance with what the speaker planned. Number three, interactional, namely the function of language as establishing a relationship, maintaining them, showing feelings of friendship or social solidarity. The expression used are usually patterned, such as when to say goodbye, when to meet, to talk about the weather, to ask about the family's health. Number four, representational function. This refers to language as a tool for discussing object events or events in the surrounding environment or in culture in general. Number five, imaginative. We can use language to express thought or ideas, whether real or not, feelings and fantasies. Number six, heuristic. Function to investigate reality, which can teach many things. With this function, someone can find something by themselves and can solve the problem the speaker wants. Types of language variation. There are four types of language variation. Number one, variation in terms of speaker. There are four: idiolect, dialect, chronolect, sociolect. Number two, variations in terms of use. Language variation that concerns the language used for what purpose or field. For example, journalism, military, horticulture, agriculture, trade, education. Number three, variations in terms of formality. Frozen variety, official variety, business or consultative variety, casual variety, intimate variety. Last, variations in terms of facilities, judging from the means or roads used, for example, telephone, telegraph, or radio. Maybe enough for explain the last I say. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.